This is a fantastic upper body training session. So there's no cardio. There'll be lots and lots of tuition from Aaron, who's hurt his foot. So if you see him sort of hobbling behind me, that's why. So you need a pair of dumbbells obviously for this. I've got 4s here, so whatever you've got at home, or even if you want to hold 2 bottles of water and just check the technique, perfect. So we're going to work chest and shoulders at the beginning, and then the second set will be triceps and biceps for your arms. Okay.
So we're going to do a little tricep, so 3 exercises back to back. So you're going to start, the first set is going to be a straight shoulder press. We'll then go onto the floor, a chest press, and then a press up. Alright, but we'll show you each one, so don't worry. So grab your dumbbells, make sure you're nice and warm.
How long for each
Get
exercise?
some more time. We're going to start with 30 seconds, so there's plenty of time. Make sure your core is nice and tight, to keep your abs in, squeeze your glutes together, keep your spine nice and straight, so you can stand up.
Yeah, I'll just put my arms down, shall I?
Breathe in at the bottom, breathe out and press up. Okay? Let's go, 30 seconds. Excuse me. As you're pressing up, try not to bring the weights over your head so they're clanging together. You're going to be pressing in straight lines.
I'll go sideways so you can see a side view.
If you look at Annie's hands, in line with her shoulders pretty much the whole time. She's not pressing forwards here. If you find that you're pressing forward, you're probably too tight in your chest area and you can't externally rotate your shoulders.
So I'm bringing the weights down so they just touch my shoulder, then I'm driving up again.
Another couple of seconds, another couple of reps. Good, and chest press. So on the floor, with this you want to make sure that your hands are in line with your chest pretty much the whole way through the movement. You don't want them too high, so you're pressing up here. Okay, in line with your chest, elbows tucked in slightly, let's press. So you can go all the way down to the floor, and then press up. And breathe in at the bottom, and breathe out when you press. Really try and make a connection with your chest. So as you press up, again, don't let the weights clang together, but squeeze through the line of your chest. So think about the muscles that you're working.
So you could probably afford to go a little bit heavier in this exercise than you could in the shoulder press one that we've just done. But don't worry too much about that now, just think about technique first. So listen to everything Aaron's saying.
Remember the elbows are going at a slight angle. You don't want them flaring right out to the side. This brings too much of your traps into it. And press ups. So you're going to do the same movement with your hands as you just did then, but this time pushing the floor away. So get yourself into a press up position. Lots of different ways of doing these.
So your
the
head
important is
head over your hands.
So head is always forward, back's nice and straight. It doesn't matter what position your lower body is in, whether it's full, you can walk around with those as long as your upper body is the same.
So this is easy. This
We're
is
going to do
harder.
10 reps.
Harder.
Let's go with 10 reps.
I'm going to put 2 knees on the floor just to show you, and Aaron will point out
so when
elbows.
When you're doing your press ups, just imagine that you're looking at a clock face. So you've got a clock face, you're looking directly at it, and your elbows are going at 20 past 8. Okay, so try and get them pushing backwards slightly. We don't want them flared out to the side when we're doing 10 reps. Keep your head up so your spine is neutral the whole way through the movement.
7.
See how Annie's upper body is perfectly still, it's moving as one. Hips aren't firing up first, head isn't dropping down to the floor.
Okay, I've done 10. Can I just show them how to do it wrongly? So see, I'm going to bring my knees in. Look where my shoulders have gone right up towards my ears, and my elbows are now at 2:45 on the clock, and my head is landing between my hands. And that's so stressful on your wrists, and it's not hitting where it could. We've seen lots of people do it like that, that's why I'm just demonstrating it badly.
Okay, so we're going to variant on the shoulder press and the chest press. This time we're going to do 1.5s. So you'll press all the way up.
Sorry, all the way up.
All the way down.
All the way
A
down.
half rep. So back to the line of your head.
Down.
And then up. Okay, and that's going to be 1 rep. So you're going to keep going with those. Let's do that now. So you've just done the full presses. Now you're just adding in a little half rep. Make sure that half rep isn't just a little pointless little bounce.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to
pause that. So you
down,
need to,
up. So you snap into each one. Control your breathing. And then all the way up to the ceiling. So it's all the way down, a little half rep to about the line of your head, down, and then all the way up. Another 5 seconds on these, you'll get about another 2 reps. Just do 1 more rep of this, and this time we're going to go into chest flies. Good. So So now on the floor, so now you've done your chest press.
Which was this.
And we're now going to do flies. So hands in line with your chest. You will open your hands up all the way down, so your elbows will probably just touch the floor, and then squeeze back in through the line of your chest. Let's go again. So we're doing another 30 seconds. If you are watching the screen, Annie's hands pretty much stay in line with her chest the whole way through. What she's not doing is bringing them up towards her head. Okay, so you're not at the bottom of the movement, you're not then firing up, you're staying tight in here. And almost think about pulling through your little finger. That will squeeze
Okay,
through
yeah,
your
careful
chest.
not to bend too much here. Try and keep them as straight as possible so you're getting as much chest in.
Another couple of seconds. Once you bend your arms too much, that's bicep curls. You're just not laying on the floor doing this. Pointless. Good, and then back over into our press-ups.
Okay, I'm going to do 10 full with the knees off the floor. Note the head position, hands underneath your shoulders.
Let's go, 10 reps.
Fingers forward.
Good, breathe in at the top. Almost hold your breath on the way down, so you're firing up your core, squeezing your glutes, and at the bottom of the movement, push the floor away from you. Push through the balls of your hands, to the base of your thumb, not your fingers. Get your 10 reps. Keep your head up. I know some of you, your head will start to dip down. Okay, you're going to try and keep your spine neutral. You haven't got to look at the ceiling, but you want to keep it nice and straight.
Last one.
Do your 10 reps. Good, just rest.
Now, I pride myself on being able to do press-ups. Quite a lot of press-ups, but because I've already worked the shoulders and I was doing everything very slowly, I felt worked up. Not very nice.
So last little variation of shoulder press, we can do an Arnold press. So you'll start with your knuckles forward. So have a look at the position, the starting position. So we're here, triceps are pretty much parallel with the floor. So we're going to open up and press. So you pull back, so you're activating your rear delts, so the back of your shoulder here, and then we press.
Is that alright?
Yeah, that's perfect. So nice, controlled.
Are we on?
Let's go.
We're getting 3 reps.
You are. Let's go now. Important when you do these, when you bring your weights down, that you're not going too low. So what you don't want is your elbows to come into your ribs here. They stay up, okay? Triceps stay parallel with the floor, okay? So you're still pressing through the front of the top of the shoulder.
Squeeze your buttocks as well.
And rear delts here is the back of the shoulder, okay?
Oh, ow.
Another couple of reps on these.
Ah.
Controlled out, press up, control them down. Good, back onto the floor. So this time we're going to do our chest flies, but with a twist. So at the bottom of the movement, you're going to turn your hands this way round. Okay, so the dumbbell is almost on the floor, and you're twisting your hands here. So just have a look before you start, that position there, and then you'll squeeze up and a twist in. So almost like you're trying to get your little fingers to touch at the bottom. Okay, let's go. And make sure that you're squeezed through your chest. A little twist in at the bottom will fire up those shoulders again. So you're just going to bring the shoulders in slightly. If you think where the chest attaches, it attaches into the shoulders. So you're going to do a little bit of work on there anyway.
Don't we know it?
Just be controlled on the way down. You might find these a little bit tougher. A nice little twist in at the bottom, just like you're trying to tip the dumbbells down. You're trying to point your fingers down and then in. Another couple of reps. Good, let's finish with 10 press-ups. Good.
Yeah, let's.
So straight over, 10 press-ups, third set of
I'm
press-ups.
going to do the easier set now. So if you can do it with your knees back here or off the floor, do it. But I'm going to be here.
Let's go. If you can do your full ones, do them full. If you've been doing full and you need to regress down slightly, look at Annie's position of her upper body. So from the waist up, nothing changes. Literally from this point here, nothing changes.
So now going slightly easier, sorry, harder.
Harder. Still in the same position. The upper body is still in the same position. And even with the full ones, again, it's still in the same position. It's really important. You want to get strong in the right positions. Another couple of reps, finish off your 10.
Oh, I haven't even been counting, sorry.
You're probably around 10.
Done.
Good.
So I showed you all 3 variations there. They're all going boom, boom.
So you can build that in, you can start upping the time, you can up the weight. That's a great little shoulder and chest. Now we're going to bring the triceps and biceps into it. So in any pressing movement, you do use your triceps, so you'll find these might be a little bit weaker than normal. So we're just going to stick with the normal tricep extension, and then we're going to put variants on the biceps.
Okay, now I'm well hard, so I'm going to use 2 weights, but you can use 1 if you want to. So you can do that. It's the straightening of the arm that's the important bit. I'm going to use 2 because I'm showing
1 in each hand. So again, core and glutes nice and tight. Bend at the elbow. You're lowering the weight down to around the middle of your, in between your shoulder blades, and then extending up.
To there?
Yep.
Not there.
30 seconds.
All the way up.
Let's go. 30 seconds. So we're trying to extend through the elbow from here. So if you watch Annie's tricep, doesn't really move. What she's not doing, I'll show you a bad one, is bringing her arms down and then pressing up. We've just done the pressing. Pressing is slightly easier.
Yeah.
It's a bigger muscle group.
Not that.
We're not bringing them down and then extending like that.
You're taking it behind you.
Lower them all the way down. Get that full range. If you struggle or you're getting tired with the range, either lower the weight or just use your legs a little bit towards the end of the set. And it's slightly staggered her feet, again, which is fine. Just gives her a nice, good, solid base. We're not worried about the bottom half. It's here we're trying to work the triceps.
I think you're doing a minute, don't you? Not
Bicep curls. We showed a few reps before. So chest up, so normal. Palms out for these first 2 bicep curls.
Actually, like that.
So shoulders back, chest up, head up. Okay. So wrong starting position. Let's show the wrong one. If your shoulders hunched in and hands too far forward, tucked in here, doing these little silly little pull
Don't let the elbow go back.
Okay.
It needs to stay still. So I've got it sort of forward of my waist. It's not resting on my waist. It's forward.
They're not tucked into the elbow. They're just here. They're squeezed. Good. So even though your elbows are slightly forward, you can still straighten your arms. Okay, so get them looked at, they get full range, and then squeeze. Get a nice range of movement.
So so straighten the arm. A lot of people finish there, don't finish there, finish there. So tense the tricep at the end.
All the way down.
And squeeze your bottom.
If you've got long arms, you might find that the weights touch your thighs. That's fine. You don't mind them touching here. What you don't want to do is swing them behind you and be doing this business.
Long willowy arms, just like me.
Good, just a couple of seconds rest and go back into our triceps. So just shake them off. So we're working opposing muscle groups. You can do this as a superset. You don't need huge amounts of rest in between.
So you might find the second set a little bit harder. Hard's good.
Oh, it's okay. Arms up, core tight, glutes tight. Let's go, tricep extensions. Extend through the elbow. So you just got to keep thinking. You're extending through the elbow.
So watch the, that's why I've got my foot back as well, it sort of protects your lower back a little bit, because sometimes if you've got the feet together and it's an effort, you start pushing your rib cage forward.
If you find it difficult to be in this position with your arms up, again you're possibly tight across the front of your shoulders and you don't have the range. With this you might find that the elbows flare out to the side a little bit.
120,
No, you've got
125.
1. Good. Biceps, hammer curls this time. So this time your hands are your elbows will be a little bit tighter and your elbows, your knuckles are facing out to the side.
So before you had that, this time you got this.
Let's squeeze. So you've got 2 heads on the bicep. Both of them do get worked, but one will be more dominant in turning the hands around. So it's good to change the variation in the bicep.
Yeah. I'll just speak English for him.
Shoulders back. And his scapula is set here. Scapula, nice and tight here. What you don't want to do is let it roll forward, so Annie's shoulders aren't collapsing in. She's up, chest is back, shoulders are nice and tight. So another couple of reps. And just rest.
And always be aware of your core, so you've got your navel pulled in a little bit to protect your lower back.
One more set of triceps, and then we're going to do a thing called 30s on the bicep curls.
Dirty 30s.
Which is half reps, and then full reps. Very cool.
Okay, but back to our normal tricep extensions. It's
Arms
good
up.
to get these right.
Finish on these.
You may find that you've got 2 weights, but actually want to drop to 1 later on, doesn't matter.
Let's go. So just keep your technique. Technique always important. You see, Annie's got a good range of movement in her shoulders, so her elbows can stay fairly straight. you might find that they flare out to the side a little bit as you get tired. That's okay to an extent, as long as they're not dropping down. So they can flare out a little bit, just don't let them drop, because it becomes a press. And we don't want to press, we want to extend. 2 different movements, 2 different muscles.
Now your shoulders will be feeling it because you're holding your weights in the air. So they'll be moaning a little bit at you.
Good, let's finish on the biceps. So we're just going to do 10 reps. So the first one is a half rep, so you're only coming up halfway.
But you're still
Okay?
stretching.
Let's stay, now let's go. So all the way down, all the way up. Good. So just that little movement, just do 10. So stay with us. So this tempo here, okay?
10 reps.
Don't go too quick yet. 10 reps. We're at 4. You should be staying at this tempo, don't rush.
5.
Okay, you've got to stay at this tempo.
6.
Control
Squeeze the
down.
buttocks.
Make sure it's halfway. Don't go too high. On the 10th one, I want you to stop halfway. Stop there. Stop there. Now lift it up. All the way up. And then you're going to lower them for 10. So you're lowering them for 10 and then squeezing up.
This is where you do need to squeeze your buttocks to protect your lower back.
Don't go too low. 3. Don't go all the way down. 4. Really important that you focus on your halfway. We're 5 here. You should be at the same, okay? 6. Halfway down. Don't release that tension. 7. Control.
8.
Do your 9. On the 10th one, you're going to hold at the top. Hold there. Hold there. Breathe. Now we're going to do 10-4. All the way down. All the way up. Let's go. Come on. Do your 10. Big stretch. Squeeze. 2. Big stretch. Squeeze. 3. Really good.
Don't let them slip back here.
Don't pull back. We don't want to use our back. Come on, it's all bicep.
5. They're burning.
Nice strong arms. Squeeze up. Nearly there. Stay with us. 7. You should be at this tempo. If you've gone too quick,
No
we're going to need
faster.
more.
That's cheating.
8. Control. Squeeze. 1 more rep. All the way down. And rest. Nice. Good work.
What do we think about that? So if you want to stretch your shoulders and your biceps, I do, just put your hands on the wall and then just stretch like that and you'll get your chest in as well. So do that, hold it for about 20-30 seconds each side. Well done everybody, thanks Aaron.
Good. You've got a lot of exercises there you can do.
Yeah, so keep practicing them and listen to the technique.
Good work.
Well done everybody, see you soon again next time.